Well, a lot of the times it's just music that I've heard other people perform, or on the radio, or on the CD, or something like that, and then I think, I just want to play this, or I get a suggestion from someone, or I just come across music, and I think that if it's music I like, and when I try it on my instrument, and I feel that it sounds natural somehow, so it doesn't sound like this is something that should be for something else, then I just borrow it, and I play it too.
Are there composers that work particularly well, or composers that work really badly?
Well, so far I've been lucky enough to find composers that really work. I think, well, at least I think it works. For instance, the Romantic period, for instance, we don't have anything. For this amazing, expressive, instrument, there is nothing written for the solo trumpet from the Romantic period, which is, it's your era, right? Right, for the piano, you have so many. That's the best. So many great piano pieces and concertos. So I also want to play Romantic music. So then I do things like Grieg or Sibelius or Rachmaninoff or Tchaikovsky or whatever that I want to do. So I just think that no, I haven't really come across anything that doesn't work at all. I will let you know if I do.
I'll keep my ears peeled. Women playing brass instruments is not particularly common, although great progress has been made with you being a part of that. Has that ever been a factor, a distraction, or a challenge or anything for you?
Well, I am a girl, so I can't really do anything about that. I mean, of course, it's a question I get asked a lot, and I think it's something I'm very aware of. In Norway, where I come from, it's very normal, so I didn't know it was not normal until I started traveling abroad. But I definitely see it as a wonderful thing, both for young girls and also young boys, to see that it doesn't really matter if you're a boy or a girl or whatever, you can do whatever you want. It's the same thing as being wanting to be a nurse. Maybe that's in general a female job kind of thing, but I mean, men can do that as well. It's just the same thing, so you can see that there are no gender differences. You can do whatever you like, basically. But I'm definitely aware of it. Yeah, but I'm a girl, so yeah.
How much you can do that, I suppose?
Not much. Well, I could, but I don't want to.
It's not definitely that. Now I've heard some rumors, word on the street, that you are pretty spectacular karaokeer as well.
Oh my
many
God.
other talents.
Don't ask me to sing now. That would be embarrassing for all of us.
What are your favorite karaoke songs?
Well, karaoke is a lot of fun though. Do you like karaoke? I love karaoke. It's like letting yourself loose.
Yes,
you know? Yeah. I mean, of course, I wouldn't maybe do it in front of everyone, but at least, close friends and people I trust. My favorite? I think the last time I really, really, really did, I think 3 times I did this, oh my God. No. ABBA song, Fernando. We did Fernando, me and Naomi, a friend of mine in London, we did Fernando. Dancing around, yeah, it's fun.
Very nice. Are there any questions from the audience? Are there any trumpet players in the audience?
Yay!
Some noise?
That's great, that's wonderful.
Do you guys have any incredibly complicated technical questions that none of the rest of us will understand for Tine? Yes, we got one. What's your name?
Yeah.
Hi, Tine. My name's John Blair from Windsor, New Hampshire.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
And I buy a lot of your music.
Thank you.
CDs. That in Japan,
Yeah.
they played the saxophone player.
Mm-hmm.
You tell a story. Where can I get the sheet music? I'm trying to find that.
I have no idea, actually. I'm sorry for that. It's a wonderful thing that I did when I was in Japan. EMI, or now Warner Japan, asked me to do this for this TV program. It's for a TV program actually. This song.
Yes, I understand that.
And I just got the sheet music in the recording, and I haven't seen it since. But there's probably some. Maybe you know, Andrew. You're a Warner guy.
I'll do a little research. See what I can figure out.
It's a nice song.
Contact later.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing it a lot.
Are there any other questions for Tina?
I think there's something.
Oh, we got one more.
Oh, there.
Tina, I'm Dylan from New Jersey. Play the trumpet.
Nice to meet you.
When you get a new piece, do you focus more on the lyrical or technical aspects when you're first reading through it?
Well, first I just try to get an impression of the piece. Sometimes it's possible to listen to it, but a lot of the pieces I've commissioned and new concertos that's been written for me, of course, then I will not hear it until the first rehearsal with the orchestra. But I just try to read through, and I see that, ooh, that was quite tricky, a lot of fast notes, so I have to practice that, and I kind of take notes and see where I'm what, and then I try to find the first thing is try to find the shape of the piece. It's like, I think we human beings are very, we like our iPhones and stuff because it has GPS. If you get lost, you like to know where you are. So I think it's the same thing with a piece. The audience, it's important that you know where you are in the story, where you are in the dramatic kind of what you're telling people, so that the audience, well, they don't necessarily know what's happening, but they feel like they know where they are. It's not like they suddenly were dropped at Penn Station and where is anything around here, like I would, because I'm not really know New York that well. So I would then prefer to have my iPhone or someone guiding me along. So that's kind of my job as a musician then. So just to kind of get an overview and then see how much practice it needs. Yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you. We got one more.
In the YouTube video, on one of them you talk about before giving a concert, you would go by yourself for like an hour and not have anybody disturb you. And I can't remember, do you mentally pre-do the concert, or what is it that's so intensely concentrated before that?
Well, it depends. I mean, today I was not alone for an hour. I was chatting. My agent came all the way from London, so we were chatting. He comes here from the plane. But sometimes, yeah, I like to concentrate. I mean, I think the most important thing in a performance is just to kind of focus somehow, to be there. So I'm not standing here thinking about, I'm actually quite hungry. What am I going to eat later? I think, so I don't stand and think about these things, but I really can be here and now and enjoy myself and enjoy making music for you together with Brett. So I think focus, getting into focus is really what I try to do. And I've been quite fortunate from a very young age that this has kind of just happened naturally, that I very easily go into my little bubble. And then I can think about, it's a very strange feeling. And of course it's more and more extreme the more terrified I am of the concert. Normally, big concerts, I'm extremely excited and kind of terrified at the same time, because I really want it to go well, and then I really go into my bubble. And then I can really describe it as being inside a bubble. So I can have like thoughts of things, it could be nice things or horrible things or bad things, but it's just like they don't affect me because I'm inside my bubble. And so I can like see them pass. I can see thinking of, oh my god, tomorrow I have this flight at 8 a.m. It's just, I don't feel it, I just see it out there. It's really strange feeling.
It's very zen.
Yeah, sorry.
Are there any other questions for Tina?
There's one in the back there.
Hold on.
In the dark. Hi.
My name's Sam. I actually play euphonium.
Great, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And as a euphonist and wanting to mostly be a soloist, the schools in this country are very much like orchestral factories. So you go into audition and you play the 2 euphonium excerpts and a bunch of solos, but they say we don't know what to do with you because they you don't have a spot in the orchestra except like once every 5 years.
Yeah.
my question is, in Norway,
Yeah.
is it sort of the same? Did you emerge as a soloist and sort of step out of that, to use your word, bubble? Or is there more of a program for people who want to be a soloist, and that's the path you followed?
Well, I think it's kind of like a mix. I mean, I've always had this. It maybe sounds strange, but I've always seen myself do what I do now. So I didn't know what it was, really. I just wanted to be a trumpet soloist. So for me, the orchestral route was kind of never, it was never an option somehow. My teachers, both of my teachers plays in orchestra. My latest teacher played the also Philharmonic, and he's the principal trumpet there. And I remember one of the kind of, I think they focus a lot on orchestral things in the education, but we also, you're allowed to have dreams. And when I said that I didn't really want to do that, or he saw that I didn't want to do it, then that was fine. Then I just tried the other route, and here I am. Kind of, it's just this kind of strange feeling. Just kind of happened along. But I definitely, I mean, it's not like we produce trumpet soloists every year. So it's, but I mean, of course, playing the euphonium is different than the trumpet because the standard thing in the orchestra. But we have professional military bands as well, so they have jobs for that as well. I think it's a good mix of everything. If you really show potential and show a kind of dream and vision of this is what I want to do, then no one kind of stopped me from doing it, which I'm grateful for. They didn't tell me how hard it was, which I'm grateful for.
Is there one more question?
Yeah.
Back there.
Hi, my name is Joe.
Hi.
I was wondering, have you ever played the introduction around Preciosa before by Sunsong?
I haven't played it in concert, but I have the sheet music at home because I think a friend of mine, Karakov, Sergei Karakov,
Yeah.
he's done it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy guy, amazing trumpet player, wonderfully nuts in the best possible way. Yeah.
So, are you good friends with Sergei Nagrakov?
Well, he's a great guy. We're not that many trumpet soloists around. I feel like extremely humble and grateful to be a part of a very exclusive little gang. So we all kind of know each other, but it's very nice. It's not like we meet up every Saturday night and hang out, but it's always very nice when we meet each other. The last time I met Håkan Hardenberg, the Swedish trumpet player, for instance, was at a baggage claim in Hamburg, the airport. Yeah. But it's always very nice. Yeah.
Do you know Alison Paulson too?
Well, we are the two female trumpet players. Well, she's a great trumpet player, and I admire everything she does. And the thing is, we've actually never met.
Oh, really?
But one day we will. It's just been that way. So, but I'm sure we will in the near future. Yeah, she's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have time for one more.
Last question.
Back there.
Who's back there?
Tina, fantastic job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I had a question. Noticing you playing, you're very stationary. There's not much movement when you're going from the high range to the low range.
Mm-hmm.
Would you discourage a player who pivots to find certain positions to play, whether they pivot down for a high note or find a certain position on the right side to find a lower range or something like that?
The thing is, playing the trumpet is so individual. I mean, we are individual people, all of us. I mean, we have different bodies, we have different, teeth, and our mouths and lips, and everything is different. So I think it's really hard to just say that we don't have this book, Trumpet for Dummies. There's not like one recipe how to play trumpet. So I think in general, if it works really well, then I don't see any way. There's no reason to change it. Of course, if as a teacher, if you see that a student that it works, but you can see that at a point when in the future it will become an obstacle that is that might be in the way of further development, then I think it's something that maybe should be done something about. But if it works, then go for it. I mean,
Yes,
you can play trouble with your nose for all I know. If that works, then that's fine. Yeah.